Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Kimi ga Nozomu Eien. Today we're probably going to be seeing Akane changing quite a lot with what is happening with Haruka and Takayuki's relationship at the moment, because obviously we've seen the outburst Akane has had, and then this other bloody massive lecture with Kozuki that was actually really quite fun to see, especially the beginning. Yeah, after that Akane's had a real change of heart, and there is potential for her to be able to fix everything that is going on, but I don't know, maybe she won't be able to. It's hard to tell, so yeah, let's see. It's going to be really quite interesting to see how this goes. I feel like this could either go really well or really quite bad, I don't know.
夢ねえ、確かに夢は持っているべきだと私も思うわね。
Also, alright.
そしてはるかがそれをとても大切にしているのもすごくよくわかるわよ。だってあなたは途中でそれを無理やり奪われて二度と取り返せなくなるところだったんだもの。
I mean, that's not only because of the accident, but also Mitsuki in a way.
人一倍大切なものだっていうのはわかるわ。そして高之さんにも同じように夢を取り戻すために頑張ってほしいというのもわかる。
Yeah, totally.
本当？ええ、高之さんもはるかの事故で人生を変えられてしまった人であり。
Yeah, the love for Takayuki really isn't going to disappear.
あなたが高之さんに幸せであってほしいと願うのは当然のことでしょ？
Yeah, totally.
分かってくれて嬉しい。 ねえ、はるか。あなたが高之さんと知り合ったあの頃、高之さんにはどんな夢があったの？
Did she even ask? Well, I mean, his main dream was to get into Hakuryo so that she could be with Haruka, so that he could be with Haruka for the future.
今からでも何か力になってあげられるんじゃないの？
Hang on a second.
それははるかの判断がどうだったかを問題にするつもりはないの。大切なのは高之さんの幸せでしょ？何？知らないの。え？具体的な話をちゃんと聞いたことがない。
Exactly, yeah. Yeah. And I do find it really interesting what Kaoru is saying. Just maybe he had a dream in the past, make him rediscover what he had in the past. But then again, people change. It's a bit ridiculous to think that you can do that, but maybe you could. It's just one of those stupid, one of those annoying questions where the only way you can answer is it depends. Oh my god, I hate questions like that. It's nice when there's only one answer to a question, or if there are multiple, it's because of the fact that you have multiple interpretations of something rather than an interpretation that depends on certain conditions being true. Yeah, totally. So she wants to wish for Takayuki's happiness, even though she has done something like this, because I suppose she does find it very valuable, a person having direction in his life. And that's obviously what Takayuki is getting now as a result of this breakup, which feels very contradictory but true.
そうだったの。
でも何かはあったはずだよ。だって志望校を紅葉台から白陵台に変えた時
It's exactly the same as what was here.
あら、高之さん、最初は紅葉台志望だったの？
うん。
もしかしてはるかと同じ大学に行きたいってことかしら？
She literally guessed it. That's the most funny thing.
それはそうだったんだけど、でも
Oh god, she's embarrassed. I feel bad.
高之くん、今何してたの？
You have got to be kidding me. Is that how she sounded 3 years ago? Yeah. Oh my god, her voice sounds so different. It's hilarious.
頑張ってね。そんなことないけど。
He can do anything. And if anything, he probably would have had a good shot if, let's just say that Haruka had potentially... Well, he would have had a good shot getting into the university if Haruka had her accident after, I don't know, the end of the exams. Maybe he would have even passed them. Maybe he would have got a high pass, who knows? Yeah. You will do it if Haruka is there. If she isn't, you won't. Which is perfectly reasonable. But still.
そうだね。頑張って。私も協力するから高之くんの夢が叶うように2人で頑張ろうね。
そう。
だからね。
ねえ、はるか。
Yeah, what's really interesting is Haruka is... This is the same dream as what has been happening now. It's just that... because of the fact that Takayuki is working hard in order to be able to spend time with her, it's a little bit more impressive just considering that he is actually having to work hard. But obviously she has that feeling of being able to help Takayuki to explore and also achieve his dream himself.
今から言うことを気を悪くしないで聞いてほしいんだけど。
Is she gonna say what I'm thinking?
何？言って。
はるかは高之さんとお付き合いを始めてほんの1ヶ月で事故に遭ってしまったのよね。
うん。
目覚めた後もそうね、長く見積もっても1ヶ月ちょっと。その時間で高之さんと本当の意味で理解を深めることはできたと思う？今の話を聞いて思ったんだけど、きっと高之さん、
Yeah, I see
最
what
初
she
からあなたと
means.
結婚するつもりだったと思うわよ。
Wait, no, that's not true whatsoever. No. I don't think so. In the beginning, he was just doing it. He was just doing it, ironically, to make her pleased. And he didn't really have any direction, any dream. He didn't care. Well, he did care about the relationship, but it was something that was never going to happen just because Haruka never had the confidence to talk, really.
そのために白陵大に行こうと頑張っていた。
Yeah, totally.
はるかと一緒に過ごすために。
意味がよくわからないんだけど。
つまりね、高之さんの夢は昔も今も
Yeah, totally, yeah.
全然変わっていないんじゃないかしら。そう思うの。高之さんにそれ以外の夢があったのかどうか私にはよくわからないけど、でもはるかだってそれを聞いたことはないんでしょ？
No, not at all.
はるかの言うようなものが高之さんに本当にあったのかしら。
それは
待って、もう少しだけ。はるかはこれからそういうことを高之さんと二人でゆっくり時間をかけて理解し合っていかなくちゃいけないの。
And if I'm going to be honest, I feel like if they do get into a relationship together, the first thing that they need to do is just talk about everything that is going on at the moment and be able to reason with why Haruka has done the breakup. I suppose obviously it's invasive. Like Motoko was saying, Takayuki is being so kind, but at the same time by doing so he's trying to impose his feelings more and more without even realising it on Haruka. And obviously Haruka's life is not Takayuki and it shouldn't be. She needs time to herself. But it's also this dreams related theme as well that we're seeing.
何のためかといえば、もちろん結婚のためよ。
Yeah, they probably will, let's be honest here.
高之さんはそれを望んでいるようだし、もしもそうなったら私は歓迎よ。
Oh, of course they would.
お父さんも茜も。
There is no way Soichiro would hate it. No way. No, everybody would be in full favour of it. It's not very good if Haruka isn't, but okay. Yeah.
お母さん、
はるかはどうなの？高之さんとの結婚考えているの？
もちろんよ。
それならもっともっと理解を深めていかないと。ここで距離を置いてしまうのはお互いのためにならないんじゃないかしら。
If I'm going to be honest, I kind of disagree in the sense that putting distance was what made Takayuki get off his backside and fully start beginning to research jobs. But at the same time, I mean, the distance they have done was good. I think Haruka still chose the worst point to break up with him, but okay. But, yeah. I still think that she could have handled the breakup better, but, yeah. I think it's good for the amount of time we've had now, but for any more time, it's bad.
じゃあ私が間違っていたってお母さんはそう言いたいの？私が勘違いをしていて、それで高之くんを遠ざけて辛い思いをさせているってそういうの？
そんな風に言い切るつもりはないけど、 正直なところ思い違いをしているのかもしれないとは思っているわよ。
そんな。
でもそれは仕方のないことだと分かっているつもり。さっきも言ったけど、あなたたちまだ2ヶ月しか付き合ってないんだもの。
They have been only together for 2 months, but look at how much time Takayuki has also spent trying to be by her side. But at the same time, I mean, even though these 2 months span 3 years, it is still just 2 months. It's totally true. And it feels so weird, considering how long the relationship has been going on for, but at the same time, I suppose it's kind of like a new relationship.
それにね、はるかが夢にこだわるという
Yeah,
の
I
も
do too.
わかるつもりよ。だけど、とても残念で申し訳ないけど、それがはるかにとってどれほどまでに大切なものかは分かろうと思っても分かりきれるものじゃない。私たちにはあなたがひたむきに頑張っている姿を応援することしかできないの。
それでいいよ。
That's fair.
そうやって言ってもらえるだけで私はいいの。だってそれは仕方のないことでしょ。どんなに私が分かってほしいと思ってもそれは無理だもの。お母さんが悪いなんて思うようなことじゃないよ。
あら、でも
何？お母さん？何？言ってよ。
あのね、高之さんだってそうなんじゃないの？でもはるかだってそれを聞いたことはないんでしょ？高之さんのことも私たちには応援してあげることしか できないんじゃないかしら。
Yeah, I see that. And if anything, I mean beforehand, of course, because of the fact that he was very vulnerable and he needs people around him to help him. I mean, yeah, these people should be better parents than his actual parents are. Talk to him more. If I'm going to be honest, these people's parents talk to him yearly more than his actual parents do. But I mean, I get that he is on bad relations with them, but I still just think they never should have left him. And I think it's really cruel of them to do so.
高之さんが分かってほしいと思っても私たちには無理だし、でも私たちの中でそれを分かってあげられる人がいるとしたら、そこに一番近いところにいるのは。
So I find it really interesting that this conversation is obviously heavily influenced by the fact that Haruka does not know that Takayuki is using this as an opportunity to really change himself and his personality. So I do wonder what would happen if she realised how everything had changed. And I'm going to be very excited to learn about that.
はるか、あなたなんじゃない？
Yeah. They have a lack of understanding, they really do. But is it Haruka having a lack of understanding for Takayuki or the other way around? It can kind of be said for both ways if you like.
Ah. 高之さんがあなたのために仕事を選ぶとか、そういう気持ちがあって、はるかがそれを嫌だと思うのなら、それは構わないと思うの。それを決めるのははるかだし、ちゃんと話し合って高之さんとお互い納得できるなら、私たちがどうこう言うことじゃないものね。
Yeah, totally.
これははるかが思い違いをしているとか、そういうこととは関係ない
They couldn't be more genuine.
高之さんの気持ちは確かなものなんでしょ。でもまだまだそういう話し合いが足りていないように思う。
Agreed.
それで高之さんを遠ざけてしまうのは、やっぱり今のあなたたちにとっていいことじゃないと思うんだけど。どうなのかしらね。
私 どうしよう。
I think she should just make up with Takayuki if I'm going to be honest, because they clearly have the feelings for each other. She obviously feels guilty and she feels as if she has made Takayuki... Well, she imagines the outcome of the situation to be worse than it is because she hasn't imagined Takayuki to have changed.
お母さんの言うことわかる。その通りだって思う。どうしよう。私、高
Yeah,
之くん
no, I
に
totally see
大
that.
変なこと。
And this is the worst thing. Most of the trouble she couldn't have... She caused wasn't really something that she herself had control over, but this she did in a way. But at the same time, obviously, it's a bit different. But yeah, it's interesting what Kaoru was saying. I mean, just they're gonna support them no matter what. If there's something that, I suppose, if there's something that Haruka has done that's bad to the relationship, they'll advise her like they are doing now. But if it's something they both agree on, and if they still can't make up, if Takayuki chooses a new job for Haruka's sake, then there's no point in having the relationship, even though they feel so close. Can they ever understand each other? Because, I mean, they may get on, but if they can't understand each other, it doesn't work.
Haruka, 大丈夫よ.
Can I just mention that I find it very interesting how perspectives of Takayuki from Mitsuki and Haruka differ. And obviously when we say Mitsuki, I mean Akio as well. I think that's a really interesting thing to discuss as well.
大丈夫。あなたは悪くないわ。もちろん高之さんも。
I think she's being a bit too nice. I think. I'm sorry, but what Haruka did, I think it was just plain rude. Especially after everything that Takayuki had done for her that day. I get that her feelings had overcome her the most, but still. I just don't think what she did was right. It gave Takayuki the Kickstarter to get a job, but at the same time, is that really right? I mean, for example, what if it went wrong? It only worked out because Takayuki used it to change.
Demo. ここはね、高之さんを信じるところよ。それから高之さんが信じてくれるように振る舞ってきた自分を信じるところ。
お母さん。
Yeah, fair enough.
あなたたち結婚するんでしょ？そのために付き合いを続けていきたくてこんな風になっているんでしょ？恋愛ってお互いを理解して気持ちの安らぐ距離をつかむまでには苦労するものだよ。
That second part, that's what they are trying to do now. Well, the first part as well, they haven't fully understood each other.
それをね、途中で投げ出さないできちんと向かい合っていけば解決できないことなんか一つもないの。全然問題ないの。
Yeah.
苦労なんて二人が絆を確かめ合うために人生のところどころに置かれたプレゼントみたいなものだと思いなさい。
Yeah, I see that in a way. Obviously, they're not really. I mean, obviously, if you've overcome those hardships, they are presents because I suppose both people in the relationship get rewarded. But at the same time, I mean, what if it doesn't happen? It's either a present or I don't know, something a lot worse. Usually presents are always good things, surely? God, she's really quite touched by it, damn.
人生っていう道を歩いていくでしょ。みんなそれぞれの道を歩いていて、その道は縦横無尽に交わっているの。そんな中で高之さんは遥のすぐ隣を 一緒に並んで歩いている人。つかず離れずぴったりと寄り添って歩幅も同じ。でもそれだけじゃ道は一つにならないし、同じ未来にもたどり着かないじゃない。ほら、
Oh yeah.
平行線は絶対に交わらないから。どうすればいいかというと。
That's a really cool analogy, actually.
もう答えは言っちゃったようなものだけど、そう、
Yeah.
ほんの少しだけお互いの方を向いて歩くのよ。そうすれば平行線はいつか交わって一本の太い道になって、
Ah.
そこを一緒に歩いていけるようになる。
Let's hope they don't become perpendicular to each other. Going in opposite directions. That's kind of like Mitsuki and Takayuki in a way. That's a really cool analogy. They don't walk the same path, but they walk a path together. And now they are walking in different paths for this moment. And this is what Haruka needs to try to do. I mean, she clearly has feelings for Takayuki. She has clearly done something that she will regret just because of the potential pain that she is going to cause to Takayuki. But, yeah.
二人の気持ちが離れてしまわない限り、それはずっとそのまま。わかるかしらね。
夜空に星が瞬くように溶けた心は離れない。たとえこの手が離れても二人がそれを忘れぬ限り。わかるよ、わかるよ。
そう、よかったわ。でもね、大事なのはほんの少し向き合うことなのよ。そこは大丈夫かしら。
ぶつかっちゃうもんね。
そうね。思いが強すぎるあまり急いで向きを変えちゃうとお互いにぶつかって怪我までするかもしれないの。
That's interesting. You don't just force your feelings on, you give it... I suppose you give Takayuki a piece of your mind. Not necessarily in a bad sense here, but you do it gradually and you obviously make it so that he can properly understand you. Because I think, if I'm going to be honest, a lack of understanding in this relationship is the key reason why Haruka did this, and also because of, let's be honest, Takayuki, well, her guilt. She's done so much. She believes herself that she has made Takayuki suffer so much, even if it wasn't something that she intended. But then, obviously, at the same time, this person that you have made suffered is basically dedicating their life to you, and that's not right at all. And I can see why she would want to do, why she would think it's too much. And also everything about the dreams, not being able to find a common goal and a common way to live life together, really. Having very different values. If I'm going to be honest, Haruka was selfish. Really selfish, but at the same time I'm sure she'll go back for Takayuki. She loves him a lot.
焦る必要はないわ。道は違ってもお互い手の届くところにいるんだから、そのまま進めばいいの。そのうち絶対に交わるから。今回のことははるかにとっては高之さんがいきなり近づいてきたように感じただろうし、
That's easily, yeah.
高之さんにとっては
私がいきなり離れちゃったように感じたよね。
きっとね。
Exactly, yeah. Feels like a inversely proportional relationship.
お母さん、
If I'm going to be honest, that really was what I was thinking.
私これからどうしたらいいのかな。自分で考えなくちゃいけないのは分かってる。でももしも何か言ってもらえることがあるなら。お母さん、
急に一人前ぶってもダメよ。まだまだはるかは私の娘なんだから。あの頃のね。
Why is her voice so fucking low? Yes, I am deciding. Here we are. That'll fix the volume balancing. Jesus Christ.
じゃあまずははるかのお話からしましょうか。あなたは焦っちゃダメよ。辛いだろうけど現実を見ましょう。あなたはまだ3年前を生きているの。心がきちんと追いつくにはもう少し時間がかかるわね。
はい。
今は追いついたところと追いつきそうなところと追いついていないところがアンバランスなのよ。それを忘れないで。
はい。
それから高之さんね。高之さんがどれだけ辛い思いをしたのかとても全部はわからないけど、私が知る限りでも相当なものだったと思うの。
そうだね。
それから思うとよく心が折れずにあそこまで成長したと思う。本当にすごいと思う。高之さんの成長は私にとっては 自分の子供が成長するのと同じぐらい嬉しい。
That is really quite interesting.
だけど今の高之さんにとってはあれが精一杯でしょうね。
Totally. Yeah, and he always will.
高之さんの態度はまだまだ無理にではないんでしょうけど、考えた末に振る舞っていると感じることが多いの。それをそのままにしておいたら、そのうち疲れてしまうかもしれないわね。それは嫌だと私は思っているわ。
私も。
人は自分で決めた道を歩み続けることは難しいものよ。特に一人ではね。
Yeah, fair enough.
だからはるかは高之さんが今を精一杯頑張っていることを理解して接してあげなさい。
I like that as well, yeah.
はい。
それから人は必ず誰かと関わって生きていくの。それはね、社会の構造がどうとかそういう小さな話じゃない。人間っていう生命はそれを前提にして生きるように
Yeah.
最初から生み出されたものなのよ。
I mean, I swear if you have no social contact for a really, really extreme amount of time, it can make you go insane. I don't know if that's true, actually. Well, let me search it up, I'm genuinely curious. So, no, it can't. It looks like it can just be something that causes a lot of things, rather than, well, leads to the increased potential for, bad, either mental health conditions or physical conditions, like, I don't know, it's a dementia, heart disease, stroke, stuff like that. I mean, that's proper social isolation, so it doesn't surprise me, but it's a bit scary to think that's actually possible, to be honest. Yeah, if anything, it feels hard to believe, but I don't know, it feels really hard to believe that we were.
自分のできる限り精一杯高之さんを支えて
But
あ
I
げな
can
さ
see
い。
what she's saying. Yeah, I like that she said within your
い
own
っぱい
limits.
高之さんを頼って支えてもらいなさい。問題に直面したときは一緒に克服していきなさい。
Yeah, totally.
はい。お母さん、ありがとう。
Yeah. But don't do it too much. Do none of these things too much. Do it within your own limits.
いいえ、どういたしまして。
それから、ごめんなさい。
And holy shit, she has a good parent. Here, can I just mention that Haruka's parents are really, really good. I mean, Jesus Christ, it's like having your own free therapist.
このぐらい全然構わないわよ。
でも、 最後はちょっと大げさだったね。社会の構造とか生命とか。
あらあら、あれはお父さんが私に言ってくれた言葉なのよ。
That's hilarious.
そうなんだ。もしかしてそれプロポーズの言葉？
さあ、そんなところかしらね。お父さんらしいでしょ。
Bit cheesy. Bit. And I like that. I mean, our society is structured in order for us to be able to understand people and for us to be able to solve problems together, I suppose.
あかね、どこに行ったのかな？
Me too, I do wonder what's going to happen with her. Because I'm surprised that she hasn't been...
外は暗いけど、
sorry, that she hasn't
それ
returned
ほ
yet.
ど遅い時間でもないからどこかで適当に気持ちを落ち着けて帰ってくるとは思うけど。
Yeah, it's not like she's going to do drugs or anything. I don't know. I've heard that Japan has a very low crime rate, but at the same time, there are still obviously illegal activities like that that go on. But I can't assume drug buying is common. I do wonder how big tourism was in Japan in 2001. I do wonder if the increase in tourism might have increased the amount of crimes like that has happened in Japan. I don't know though. I've got absolutely no idea. But I do wonder if there's some sort of connection. I do wonder how Japan's tourism industry has actually changed over like the last 20 years. I'm going to research that. Oh god, really?
あかねに謝らないと。
Interesting. Oh, this is the best way to solve an argument when both people want to apologise. Imagine an argument where both people want to apologise and then that leads into another argument.
でも
お願いお母さん、無理はしないから。
わかったわ。携帯電話忘れないで持って出てね。
ありがとう。
God, I hope they're going to be able to find each other. They might not. Oh, I love this theme. They're going to find each other? Oh, shit. Did she fall?
おじけづいちゃダメ。
What happened?
高之くんを支えるならこんなんじゃ。
It's interesting that she now wants to support Takayuki, but then again, I mean, it's just a lack of understanding that she had in the relationship and too much selfishness. Oh, that's sweet how she could really, really solve these situations by talking to her mother.
私はこんな自分を支えてほしいわけじゃないんだから。
Yeah, fair enough. Oh god, what happened? Oh!
お姉ちゃん、何やってるの？あかね？
God, she's probably just got her body slumped down just because of how tired she is. Here she is.
なんで？もしかして一人で外に出たの？ あかね、お姉ちゃん、ごめんね。 勝手なことして。
Yeah, she finally realised it.
茜が出て行った後、お母さんと話をしたの。それで気づいたから。お姉ちゃん、私の方こそごめんなさい。私こそごめんなさい。茜、私も家を出た後、神月先生と会って話をして分かったから。
I just think it's hilarious that they have both managed to talk to incredibly reliable people. And let's be honest, if Akane, I think she would have realised it even if Kozuki wasn't there, but she wouldn't have realised it to the extent that she did.
神月先生？
こんばんは、鈴宮さん。
She's right there. Ah, yes, let's just... what am I going to do tonight? Oh, we're going to have a drive. No, we're not. We're going to fix people's family problems. Let's go.
先生。
退院して早々派手に兄弟喧嘩とは予想以上に回復は順調ね。定期検診の予定早めても良さそうかな。
すみません。ご心配をおかけしました。私もすみませんでした。姉の体調も考えず。あと、送ってもらってありがとうございます。
It really wasn't right for Akane to just totally let her feelings have control, because I mean, look at how vulnerable her health was. Look at that anemia that she had. That's not something that you can make up. She is very vulnerable to these things.
「今のは冗談よ。若いうちはいろいろあるものだし。結構。それじゃあね、また病院で。
はい、ありがとうございました。じゃあ、私たちも行こうか。あ、私はいいの。茜、先に戻ってて。
Why? No, is she actually going to Takayuki's?
どうしたのよ。私、
Yeah, I thought so.
このまま高之くんのところに行こうと思うの。
But it's like maybe 10, 11 p.m.
ちゃんと会って話をしなくちゃ。
God, it really can't wait, can it? That's hilarious. I mean, he will do anything to let Haruka into his life. But what if he's asleep? It's fucking
何言ってるの。なるみさん、うちにいるかどうかわからないんだよ。バイトかもしれないじゃん。それなら部屋の前で待ってるから。
Okay, Ryugu Dena.
もう無茶言わないでよ。
I'm referencing Onikakushi if you're wondering.
でも、
まったくよね。
先
いくら退院したとはいえ、あまり無茶をされるのは困るな。自宅療養って一応はまだ病人って意味なんだけどね。
Time to prove that you can run. get out of this situation.
そうだよ。ねえ、でも私は。
でもそんな医者としての話は今はどうでもいいのよ。勤務時間外だし。
I think this logic is good for this situation, but for any situation, no. Don't use that logic. What if you see somebody who's about to die having a really bad allergic reaction or something, or a fit, and you're the only person who's qualified to give first aid to them, but you're off duty, so what you're doing doesn't really count as a doctor, as something a doctor would do, or somebody with experience in first aid. Good way to kill somebody. Or not kill them, but prevent the saving of their life.
鈴宮さん、退院の日、私があなたたちにかけた言葉、覚えてる？
え？
これでもあんたたちの保護者3年やってたのよね。
先生、お世話になりました。
うん、よく頑張ったわね。人生って面白いでしょ？
え？
まだまだ辛いことはたくさんあるけど、そう言っていつか笑えるようになるから頑張りなさい。
先
生。ま、善とある若者に向けて言葉の一つでもあげようか。人はね、誰も傷つけずに生きていくなんてできないのよ。
You can't, to be fair, no matter how good of a person you try to be.
時間しか解決してくれないことがあるんだから。
先生、私、高之くんや茜を傷つけてしまいました。
そう。
でも今は急ぎたいです。すべてを時間に頼るのはただの甘えだと思うから。これは時間しか解決できないことじゃないから。
それがあなたの結論なら行きなさい。
なんでですか？先生まで。
God, I feel bad for Akane.
ここまで鈴宮さんが強い意志を持って成美くんと会いたいって言うんだもの。彼女の精神衛生上、それは叶えるべきじゃない？
Let's be honest, all of this is just her justifying why she wants to see Takayuki now and why she should be allowed to get what she wants. I don't blame her, I'd do the same. Oh, I love it, yeah. She's hurt Takayuki and Akane. She's hurt Takayuki in particular. She wants to solve things. It's just like when you have a breakthrough and you just instantly want to... Why did I do that? I was curious if you could click in between these things without... You can't though. But, yeah, anyway,
医者としての言葉ね。
結局どっちでも結論変わらないんじゃないですか。だいたい今は医者じゃないって言ったのに。
Yep.
ごめんなさいね。病院の中だけで医者を気取る薄情な人間にはなりたくないのよね。
No, totally. Good for you. Let's be honest, without her, a lot of this would not have been able to happen. She helps the people she cares about, which is really quite nice.
わかりました。お姉ちゃん、それなら私が付き添うから。それはダメ。
Bit tricky. Yeah, you're never stopping her, let's be honest.
じゃあ何かあったらすぐに電話して。携帯持ってるよね。
I feel bad for Akane, she's really quite worried. But at the same time, they've resolved stuff, let's be honest.
ごめんね、あかね。いいよ、もう。気持ちはわかるし。お母さん心配してるから早く帰って安心させてあげて。
Yeah, fair enough.
お姉ちゃんがいなきゃ同じだよ。っていうか倍増。
Fair.
それじゃあ。
Conveniently didn't hear it.
ふーん、結構しっかりした足取りで走るわね。
ひどいですよ、先生。これじゃ私が悪者みたいじゃないですか。
あら、さっきの覚悟の中にその役を負う選択肢はなかったの？
もういいです。
でも妹って大変ね。うちは全く逆だから。
Kozuki looks so creepy at the moment because you can't see her eyes. Oh. Alright.
それには一応同意です。でも先生も相当くせ者だと思いますけどね。電気ついてない。やっぱりバイト？
Or, I don't know, maybe asleep? Right, okay, here we go.
電気ついてない。そうじゃない。
He could be sleeping as well, that's the funniest thing. Oh my god, imagine if Haruka comes. Yeah, fair enough. Fair.
成美君、申し訳ありません。私の監督不行き届きです。
At least he's honest.
なんですと。じゃあ私は人間じゃないってのか。クソ虫の分際で。
Yeah, why is she called Takayuki in? They're dead quiet. What is the point of him spending his time here when he could be talking to Haruka?
あら、そのぐらい空気読んで自分で考えたら、そんなこともできないんじゃ。お先真っ暗じゃないの。
He can't figure it out himself, but that doesn't mean his brain is rotted. Yeah!
そんなん見りゃわかるやん。
Well, I mean, to be fair, you're here now and it's quiet. It's quiet. You don't have to do anything. You've been asked to work. You can get basically free money. But if I'm going to be honest, I mean, that would be the case in a good workplace. In a workplace like this, I think you actually deserve to get paid for dealing with Daikuji hourly. If you're Takayuki, that is. Oh, yeah. So that's just really not right what she's done. What is happening? Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, no, I know. It's odd. I just think it's so funny she framed the manager. Well, yeah. Yeah, I agree.
ほれどうしたのさ。私にごめんなさい言わせてやるって顔してるくせに。
Oh well. Proof that she is not human. That's probably her. Yeah, I think that might have been a original catchphrase. I don't know. Jesus Christ.
成美君、どうか 今日はそのぐらいで勘弁してあげてください。寂しさのあまりやったことだと思いますので。日中にですね、今日は成美くんが面接を受けているというお話をしたんです。
こんな光景ももうすぐ見納めかと思うと寂しいですね。
She said the onomatopoeia for sobbing, I think. I just want to see how that's written, I'm really curious. Yo 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 yo.
何さ。うわ、その目やめて、きしょいから。だいたい面接一社受けたぐらいで採用されたような気になってんじゃないわよ。
Somebody's a bit jealous.
どうせ空気読めなくて面接官ドン引きさせてたんちゃうの。
He did. I think Daikuji's impression of what Takayuki can achieve is very different to his own.
じゃあ
Yeah, I wonder what she is going to say to that.
それは何よりでした。
本当ですね。さすがは高雪さんです。先輩、よかったですね。気になってたことが聞けて。さあ、仕事よ仕事。あら、まだいたの？いいわよ、帰って。家で採用後の自分を妄想して名刺の渡し方でも勉強してれば。
Oh my god.
Hmm. 仕方ないわね。好きにしな。高雪さん、ここでは携帯電話鳴らしちゃいけないんですよ。
Let's see who's on the phone. This must be terrifying. I think it's interesting that Daikuji had to call Takayuki over, and I think I mean, let's be honest, Daikuji's true emotions, she never shows them, no way. She always puts up this really quite tough front so that she just seems like such an arsehole, and obviously she's so embarrassed about her true emotions, she literally hits Takayuki in the stomach when they surface. Yeah. I think she actually enjoys teasing and being teased by Takayuki. And I think they've just gotten used to it. It's always hard to tell if Daikuji's a bully or if she's doing this just jokingly. It really is, because it feels like... No, I'll tell you what, I feel like she's a really insecure person and that's her way of joking with other people. I don't know. Anyway, it is time to get more clothes on. Oh my god, so I wonder what's going to happen here. Who's gonna be the first one to apologise, I wonder? It should be Haruka. I don't think Takayuki's done anything wrong. He's just done kind things that can be seen as wrong by the other side. He hasn't actually done anything wrong.
Nani? 電話？はい、なんか声は明るいですけど、顔は笑ってませんね。
Oh, totally. Yeah, he must be very scared.
私たちには関係のない話さ。さ、行こうよ。
It's very true. I mean, obviously, it's none of your business what his relationship life is like. You don't want to intrude, but they don't know him on a personal level, so of course.
そうですね。
The fuck is happening? Somebody's gonna be running out. God, this might be the last time he ever comes to Sky Temple. Well, let's hope not. He probably come just as a customer.
ちょっとあんた。
Thought so. Yes. Good voice lines right there. Oh my god, what's happened?
何なのさ。
Whatever is happening, he's running really, really fast to achieve.
今日はお仕事何時までかかるかな。それなら会いたいの。
So that was what was said. Yeah.
Mm. 家じゃなくて外で待ち合わせがしたいの。ごめんなさい。もう外にいるから。一人。待ってるから。ずっと待ってるから。
Yeah, that's how you can tell that they've made up. Or at least she has made up with Takayuki. Her impression has made up with Takayuki. It is interesting that he thinks this, but after all, that's what people's feelings do to them. They just have something that they've realised and then they don't feel like they can ever stop. I wonder if it's going to be the place of her accident or Takayuki. Well, it's going to be Takayuki's house or place of the accident, maybe? I don't know. God, he's so rushing. You can't blame Haruka for rushing. Oh god. What was that image? I totally missed that. That was a car, I think.
事故の関係者の方ですか?
Oh Jesus. Oh, that's awful.
すいません。事故被害者の方、お名前は？
Oh god, they're gonna realize.
鈴宮遥さん、白陵柊学園の3年生ですね。学生手帳あります。お知り合いの？それは。
Here she is. With a colour of hair, surprisingly, that looks very, very different. But obviously that's the light, and also just how this image was chosen to be made. But my god, how unusual for CG. I like it. I'll put it down here so you see more contrast. That's really cool. Oh my god, I feel so bad for him. Yeah, it's just Haruka being there out of all places on her own. It's just interesting seeing Takayuki's proper feeling of responsibility and worry. It's just natural worry, really. Let's be honest, worry two lovers would have. And let's be honest, there's going to be nothing that will happen, no accident. Yeah.
Takayuki-kun.
So what's going to happen now? Basically, this is the most important relationship moment. Fuck this up and everything's fucked. Well, maybe not, but still. It would not be good to mess up. Let's just say that.
電話切ってから15分しか経ってない。急いで来てくれたんだね。
Totally. He's just got that paranoia instinctively in him.
Takayuki-kun, ごめんなさい。私の勝手な思いを押し付けてごめんなさい。
Yeah, she's realised. This is the first step they need to make in order to just have increased understanding of each other.
Takayuki-kunに楽になってって言ったのは私なのに、それで傷ついてもいいって言ったのは私なのに。私はTakayuki-kunが幸せならいつも微笑んでいてくれれば、その時私が隣にいられたらそれでよかったの。私の望みはそれだけだったのに、勝手な思いを押し付けてTakayuki-kunを苦しめて。
Oh my god.
Takayuki-kun. 押し付けてくれていいの。そしたら私は全部受け止めるよ。高之くんの夢が何であってもいいの。それが高之くんにとって大切なものなら、叶えたいものなら何でもいい。
Yeah. She is beginning to accept, which is really, really good.
それを叶えるためなら私は何でも全部受け止めるよ。そして傷ついてもいい。でもね、私にもいっぱい考えていることや思うことがあるの。だから高之くんから受け止めたものがちょっと違うなって思ったらそう言うし、辛かったら辛いってちゃんと言うよ。私はそれが下手だから今みたいなことになっちゃったの。
Yeah,
そ
yeah,
れ
I
を
like that.
これから頑張るからよろしくお願いします。
God. Yeah, it's probably just because of the fact that firstly it's late at night, but secondly this is a place that has very bad memories associated with it. She really is doing a lot in order to have the courage to be in a place like this.
待って。私の事故さえなければ、それさえなければ今のこともっと早く気づけていたは
That's
ずだよ
actually
ね。
very true, yeah.
だってあのまま付き合っていられたらちょっとした言い争いやもしかしたら大きな喧嘩なんかもしたはずだもんね。
Yeah.
本当は今みたいなことってそういうものを通して自然と分かってたはずなんだよね。だってそれはとても簡単なことだもん。
Yeah, reasonable.
人は誰も傷つけないで生きていくことなんかできないし、一人で生きていくこともできない。
Motoko moment.
そんな当たり前のことを私は光月先生やお母さんや茜に教えてもらったの。 そういうものってきっとまだまだたくさんあるよね。それはこれから自分で気づいていきたい。普通にみんなと同じように、自分と高之くんの2人でだからね、もう一度ここから始めよう。
Yeah.
あの日のここからもう一度始めよう。もう一度ここから始めよう。もう一度ここから始めよう。
That's a really cool CG. Yeah. So I suppose what it was trying to show us in that flash, in that part where loads of images were flashing at us, I suppose it's just as if the only things that have happened, this is the first point after Haruka has gotten out of the hospital. Obviously they can't forget what they've experienced because it is obviously what's going to really shape and change them, but at the same time I suppose they will use everything to change and it will be as if nothing bad has ever happened, I suppose.
ねえ、少しだけ震えが収まったよ。
Good. Yeah, she feels a lot more relaxed. Obviously she was feeling really scared about everything to begin with. I don't blame her. This is the most important moment in their relationship. Ultimately, if they can't get this understanding now, when will they ever be able to?
私たちもう大丈夫だよね。
Oh? Oh my god. Even Mitsuki being happy, isn't that interesting? No, she wants the best for Haruka. And she can probably see how kind Takayuki was to Haruka. She wanted his dream to come true in the end, I suppose. And then... Clouds. Oh my god, so I wonder what this is going to be. Summer, though, it's obvious that quite a bit of time has progressed. Let's just unpack this conversation, why not? Fuck off. Dude, and this is like... Wait, no, actually, hang on a second, no. This could be 2024. That happened with 2023 and 2024 in Japan. Yeah. Yeah, and that is interesting. So she ultimately wanted to have a lover who is happy. I mean, let's be honest, anybody in a relationship does. But I suppose then what she does is she, just to make it so that she feels more happy about being with Takayuki, who is happy, I suppose she kind of imposed the dream that she wanted Takayuki to fulfill, just so that she could justify being with him more. And I don't know, just feeling like something's really happening as a result of the relationship. But it doesn't have to be like that. It never has to be. Yeah, and that's the worst thing. I mean, if anything, it's just one of those cases where you try your hardest and yet your best is not the best you could do. Doing less than your best is the best thing you can do, because obviously he really immersed himself in Haruka's company too much, and that was what caused a bit of the decline of the original relationship, if you ask me. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I mean, it feels so weird because, after all, he is trying so hard to get Haruka into a state where she can live happily. But at the same time, I mean, he is kind of really, really doing this at the same time. Yeah, isn't that interesting? Yeah. And it is really quite interesting because I suppose the dream that Takayuki had wasn't really one that Haruka could work and, help him work towards. It's interesting how that's kind of the key way she wants to bond in a relationship. I suppose she's just got to return to how she was before. Takayuki's dreams were totally centered around Haruka, but she wanted to support him any way, really. Yeah. Yeah, and I like that, yeah, because let's be honest, she didn't do any of that. I mean, I get that these people were really quite close, even though they've only been in a relationship for 2 months, but they need to speak up. They really do. This could have all been prevented. No, it couldn't have. If anything, I do wonder if it would be worse if Haruka spoke up. I don't know. Could have been. There's no denying it wouldn't have been. We will never know. Yeah, I can see why she would be, yeah. But at the same time, if it wasn't for Haruka's accident, would they have really wanted to be together for that long? I'm sorry, but this accident has made their bond so much more special, surely. It's never going to break. Yeah, it's something that has to happen. That's the sad thing about shitty situations. Like Kozuki said, you can't live your life without hurting other people. You really can't. You learn things through the experiences, totally. Yeah, that's the sad thing. But yeah. Yeah, totally reasonable. Yeah, and I like that. Don't solve problems yourself. Solve it as if you were in a relationship, really.
もう一度ここから始めよう。もう一度ここから始めよう。
Wait, is this?
もう一度ここから始めよう。もう一度ここから始めよう。
I don't know, it's obviously a different voice. I wonder if this is younger Haruka saying this, I forgot. What? Oh. No, I get what he's saying. This isn't the hospital beach. Looks like some sort of random... Ooh, paid vacation. Damn. So he's clearly somewhere, if this is Takayuki we're talking about, he's clearly somewhere that looks after him. If that's something that's allowed. Damn, yeah, time has definitely passed. Yeah, good for her. Of course she was, let's be honest here, but yeah. Yeah, good for her. Oh my god. Of everything you could say. Fair. Yeah. That is fair enough. And these are the early 2000s. He's zooming in. Oh my god, there she is. Wow. God, she's wearing a really quite cool outfit. What's this? Oh, right, so that's the border. Okay. Yeah.
やだもう。えい。
Yeah, Oh, damn. There we go. That's a really quite sweet picture. And it's so vibrant as well. So what's going on there? Okay, I think this might be the end, so let's just switch to the beta version real quick. I don't know though. Right, okay, let's just... I think these might be the credit. I don't know if this is the end of the chapter. I would assume it is, but yeah. See if we get anything new. Sounds very mysterious, this song. Nah, it looks like it's the same. Oh my god. Haruka has definitely splashed him. No, you've got to be kidding me. She's in a dress and yeah, she's going to swim in the sea. Oh my god. There he is. He is having workplace rage and heat as well. Oh god. Order's getting mad. Him really having achieved something in his life. Good for him. Oh my god, who are these people? Looks like Shinji and somebody else. He's definitely going to have found a job if it is him. I don't know if that's Takayuki or not. No, I think it might be Shinji and Takayuki. I don't really get why they show us anywhere else. Oh my god. I love these CGs, they're really well done. Akane and some random American. Well, can't assume they're American, but like, I don't know. What about Mitsuki? Okay. Yeah, tell me the last thing I was expecting. Jesus Christ, I did not expect her to become a potential instructor. So it doesn't look like she's doing swimming anymore, but at the same time maybe she's revitalizing her career by... Well, I mean, let's be honest, even though her time's dropped, she still has she has a reputation for being a very good swimmer. It's nice that she kind of used... Well, she always had that playing card, really, and instead of getting some job at a shitty food company, she did that. I mean, obviously you don't have to have a good job in order to fulfill yourself in life. You've got to do what makes you happy. But obviously it's just nice to see when somebody does that. They really make the most of their time, really. You don't have to do it to be happy, though. Yeah, this is the coolest thing. Something I never would have expected to see, especially... Oh, wait, hang on. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's so sweet. That's a really nice ending. And it was a good ending as well. And if anything, that end part there, we just totally see everybody moving on. There we go. Kimi. Chapter 3 is done. Haruka's chapter 3. We've still got Mitsuki and Akane's chapters. Obviously, what I'm going to do is take a break after I've read... Wait, let me tell you my plan. Now that we've read this. Sorry, I've just fucked up my resolution, so let me just... Dude, what is happening? Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. So, next we're reading... Wait, what? Hang on a second, what? I thought Kimi ga Nozomu chapter 1... Oh, wait, hang on a second. Wait, I'm a bit confused. Because I thought Kimi ga Nozomu chapter 1 had... Oh, I'm on the beta version. Hang on a sec. Okay, anyway, here we go. We're in the full version now. Wait, what? I'm so confused. I thought there was the Kimi ga Nozomu Haruka, Homura, Akane, and Mitsuki. Where were those? I don't know what Kanashimi wa Kaze no Yoni is. I might read that when I've read everything in the visual novel, but I'm so confused. Okay, I don't really know how it's going to work, but what I want to next read is Kimi ga Nozomu chapter 1, and obviously I want to do the Kimi ga Nozomu Haruka chapter. But what I'm quite confused about is, so I think there's 4. There's Haruka, Akane, Haruka, Akane, Hayase, and also Homura out of all people. I just don't really get how you're going to choose the choices for different characters, but hopefully that's going to be something we discover when we get there. And then we're going to wait for the 18+ edition to come out, and then we're going to read all of the chapter 2 routes and obviously all of the alternative chapter 3 routes. I really do wonder what Akane's chapter is going to be like, especially. If I'm going to be honest, I feel like both of these chapters, they have a lot of excitement waiting for us. And even the Mitsuki Eroge only route that we saw in Haruka's story, that will be quite interesting as well. So, time for my thoughts on chapter 3. I thought Takayuki and Haruka's I thought their conflicts, that was done really quite well. I definitely agree on that. My one issue is that Mitsuki and Akio, I mean, who the fuck is Akio? We needed to know way more about her, and Mitsuki as well. It's just kind of implied in the ending that she did well in her life, yeah, GG. I mean, wait, what? We can access this? Oh. Right. That's cool. Oh, so it's just more like an achievement list. Is this the sex slave ending? I'd assume so. So what's this? Oh, that's cool. Anyway, I got sidetracked. Yeah, I just wanted more on those characters, to be honest. And I liked how it was kind of like an ending, but at the same time a starter for new situations, really. It was as much of an ending as it was a beginning. And yeah, I think in general it was really cool to see how their relationship developed, and it's just a bit of a shame, if I'm going to be honest, that we didn't really see more in their future. But at the same time, I suppose this story is really just about seeing the love conflicts of a relationship, and I suppose now that the relationship has happened, the story's over. It just feels really quite weird that the story's finally ended, but yeah, I'm happy about the fact that I read this, to be honest. It's It's a nice story. I think just my main problem with this chapter is they introduced too many characters that they did barely anything with. I mean, Chizuru, for example, we barely saw her. But, yeah, it's a bit of a shame. But I think this chapter was really good in increasing Takayuki's character. It just feels like every single chapter, Takayuki has so much character development that it's unreal. And this is a definitely good example because at the first part of the chapter, you see him as somebody who is, even though Haruka has become come back from the grave, if you like, he still is really worried. He's still really quite insecure. He's just insecure about everything that's going on with Haruka. And also the bad thing is that it's just that, what was I going to say? Well, he just cares about Haruka way too much. He's had all these feelings of desire to see Haruka bottled up for the last 3 years. Of course, he would want to do as much as possible, and breaking his limits actually broke their relationship as well. And it's interesting to see Haruka's point of view. It was originally something I was really quite surprised to see, but it did kind of make sense. But ironically, it made sense more because of the reasons, because of the things that you could infer about Haruka rather than the things that she actually said. She was mainly only really talking about the dreams and her being selfish and not thinking it's right that Takayuki has to spend so much time for her, and not really understanding him and understanding what he truly wants to do. But no, it's just, I think if you realise how him seeing Haruka so much is a burden on her, and also the fact that it's not really something that she might want to do. There's a lot of factors that were inferred by, for example, Kozuki, that they make a lot more sense, and it's nice to see lots of alternative perspectives in this. And yeah, to be honest, I think this chapter was also really good at developing the Suzumiya family. I like Akane. Akane's a really good character, to be honest, and yeah, she's definitely become a lot better after this, and same for just in general the family. I mean, unfortunately, Kaoru is kind of a character that she just feels like that she's there for moral support. And obviously she's there as the mum. She does. I don't know. It's just, I think these people they're good characters. No, they're good side characters, but obviously we won't really know much about them apart from being Haruka's parents. But yeah, we had some good stuff from them as well. And yeah, I'm really quite excited to play Kimi ga Nozomu Chapter 1 because I don't know what's going to be different. I'm assuming it's going to be like an alternative ending. And it's going to be quite interesting to see. So, yeah, I hope you guys are excited, and I'll see you next time.